Ohayo gozaimasu. Ohayo gozaimasu. Ohayo gozaimasu. Aloha, konnichiwa. Hi, this is Miracle Weihua Lokahi King, and I am here for the blessed equinox in Kamakura, Japan. And this, my friends, is baked by the local Japanese beings. And this kind of represents what's going on right now. Isn't that amazing? It's just the spiral. It's the 9. It's the spiral. Yeah. So before I eat that, drink a little epic pu'er tea. I would love to catch up with you. And the topic of today for the sacred balance is for the art of ZaZEN of nothingness into everything, everything. So, yeah, it's so powerful. These moments that we have chosen to incarnate into these collapsing old timeline gift of a karmic moment. And I'm sure all of us are feeling the pressure cooker and choosing to be pushed out like a diamond in the rough, the jewel in the lotus. And it is so powerful when we choose to focus not on all of the noise that's coming through the screens and even through other people who are exhibiting noise out of ignorance and confusion in our waking, dream, and dreamless lives, but also to just turn off and instead turn in. And I've been really fortunate to be here south of Tokyo in this exquisite space that my dear friend's studio. It's off-grid, very simple. She makes amazing soaps. And yeah, my friend Ingrid with Baby Shaman. And I feel like that's what this whole theme's about. It's like becoming a little baby again. Like vulnerable and desiring nourishment at a really deep level. Simplicity. You know, the art of ZaZEN is the art of stillness. The art of really calming the waves of all that noise out there. And coming into this still point, coming into this balance of night and day, of the seasons. And I feel like even for myself, there's been so much noise, especially in the beginning of this year. I've had massive ecological disasters of a community that I've been a part of in the North Shore of Bali, flooding and cyclones that haven't happened in 80 years. Crazy winds, 60-kilometer winds, triggering mudslides, landslides. I've had dear old friends pass away in their sleep just recently as a week ago. And there's just been a torrential cleansing and purification of karma. It is the old causation, the cause and effect of what is no longer serving myself, and I feel like it's also with you. I'm sure a lot of you who are part of Communiversity Portal can relate that we are truly purifying and detoxing a lot of that which no longer serves us, and getting into the distillation of what is our purpose here on earth. Every breath, every moment, we have this present gift. And ZaZEN is that art of meditation. It is the Shunyata meditation, that ability to focus on the spiral and relax the body, close the eyes, and just tune out everything else that is part of the something, the somebody, the somewhere world. Because we're all feeling it on the unconscious level. We're feeling what's happening with the collective species of humanity. We're seeing and feeling the push and pull. The good that it's really bad, and the bad that's disguised as good, and the projections out there exhibiting what seemingly might be the golden age, but really it's actually just the Iron Age disguised in something that's definitely not golden. The sweet invitation is to still the mind and really open the heart authentically to oneself and then to the others around you. And if part of that authenticity is that you've got to speak your truth, express what's bothering you, express to the others in your family, in your friendship networks, in your career, in everything that's happening around you, to make money, right? Everyone's making money, gotta make money, gotta get on the hamster wheel again because things are collapsing. Well, let's just put it this way. Yeah, things are probably collapsing right about now. Lots of things are collapsing because the old patriarchal ways are just not, they're just not cutting it anymore. It's not happening. So that being said, we have to focus on the nothingness. And the ZaZEN of nothingness allows us to go into that 0 point, collapse all the sensory world, do the meditation where we can then propel ourselves into this infinite darkness, into this exquisite blackness of primordial space. And through this soma of primordial space, we can slowly discover everything that is possible, everything that is seemingly in the nothingness, which allows us to then fine-tune, to magnetize what it is that we truly and deeply want to bring into our lives. And that could be on a daily time frame, that could be on a weekly time frame, that could be on a monthly time frame, that could be on a yearly time frame, that could be a lifetime time frame, and it could also just be in the presence of the spatial now. And now is the best time for everything. And yet at the same time, if we want everything, we've got to feel what it really feels like to have everything. Because there are so many choices we're making. We're making contracts and agreements every day with people, places, and things and events. And on the longer framework, there are so many infinite timelines collapsing right now. And we actually really don't know. Like recently, I just had a reading with an amazing shamanic astrologer, and she was saying that, and I agree with her, that as much as I can give you this reading about what could happen this year or maybe in a few months, or the fact is so many things in the collective petri dish of Earth is collapsing, that so many things can change after I give you this reading, in a day, in 2 days, in 3 days. And that's why I think when we distill the art of ZaZEN, of nothingness, no-thingness, to go in this ancient culture of Kamakura, where this was one period of time where the shogunate and the government in exile came to these ZaZEN Shinto Zen temples, and there's over 300 odd temples in this region, and it is definitely a place where I've spent ancient future timelines in. And it has really assisted and supported me to get back into that still point, get back into just actually distilling all the colorful noise that's both blissful and also really colorfully distracting. And the sensory world is becoming so scintillating in its distraction. And the noise within the noise within the noise is penetrating with the technology, the artificiality, into our deep sleep. So during the daydream, we really have to cultivate this practice of beaming into that nothingness so that we can really fine-tune what our everything is. And part of what I really want to focus on right now is that in the everything, I really feel this is the moment and the year that it is crucial for all of us to find and discover what we love to be and do every day. Regardless of security, regardless of money, regardless of the future and the fear of the future, we have to come back to the breath and discover a way to move beyond influencing and come into the true discovery of how do we stay in a vibratory, masterful essence and maintain our homeostasis of epigenetic bliss, Satchitananda, bliss, existence, absolute. And we discover that by, first of all, even though things are serious, let us find gratitude and appreciation for the silliness. Because the silliness is actually what's going to get us through this portal. To not take things too seriously. Because if we take things too seriously, then the whole point of ZaZEN meditation becomes obsolete. For me, the bhakti, the devotion into that ZaZEN is like this old soul innocence. It's not the immaturity of a child-like innocence. It's old soul innocence. And for those of you who understand what I'm talking about, old soul innocence is the everything. And that means we cultivate such a fortitude and a perseverance and a persistence in the strength of our sovereignty within silliness. And I really want to stress this so much because it really is anxiety and stress free. The fact that in so many places in Japan, in the temples and in the shrines, there's so many little beings. There's so many little fairy, elven, know-me kind of beings. And there's charms. And I just love it because it's a part of Japanese culture that's so ancient and so exquisite, and yet there's this sweetness of this old soul innocence. And I really want to give you the opportunity that when you can just turn off everything that is noisy for you, whether it's relational, whether it's your job, your work, your career, and go outside and set an intention to connect with the dragon fairies, connect with the butter fairies, connect with all the different types of fairies, because for me, they're not flies. Flies come from a darker universe. Connect with the fairy kingdom that's in your 3D, 5D, multi-dimensional world, because it's right outside your square box and it's right off your screen. And sit in ZaZen, sit in the nothingness. And I can absolutely heart promise you, in the silliness of the cosmic laughter that is happening in the entire universe on what exactly is happening on Earth, is that you will discover the joy of everything. And through that process, if you're feeling alone and you're in your at-one-ment, but you're lacking community or soul tribe, I can almost guarantee you that if you spend more time in the everything, no matter where you are on the planet, you will magnetize other people in the everything. Because truly, this is the year, as things collapse, as things fall down, in which I've talked about in time and time again in so many previous transmissions on Communiversity Portal. This is a time to be in the community, in the communiversity of everything, with others who are also choosing everything, because we've cultivated enough time in the nothingness, in the nobody, in the no body, in the nowhere, in the no time, that now it's the moment for everyone, everywhere, everybody to be in everything, everywhere, all at once, right here in the ZaZen now. So good to be here with you, Ohana. Arigato gozaimashita. Thank you very much. Mahalo keakua. Bless you on this sacred equinox. May spring or fall erupt in your heart, and whatever shaking or baking or erupting or exploding or expanding or tremoring or flying around or firing up, just remember, I'm right here with you in the art of nothingness, in the everything. We'll see you next time on the Communiversity Portal. Click that subscribe button if you haven't already. Like and share this. And sending you so much infinite, cosmic, silly love. I'll zen you later. Nom 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 nom.